Hello, so in this vlog I want to quickly touch upon something that's appearing on the new HTC One series. It's called HTC ImageSense. Now, many of you watching this video will already know and understand HTC ImageSense and will have heard of HTC Sense. Now, ImageSense is an evolution of HTC Sense, HTC's interactive interface for their mobile devices. But ImageSense goes one further. It goes to the heart of the camera application and makes it simpler and easier for users to capture and do things with videos and image content. Now, for a lot of keen enthusiasts, you may not use your smartphone as a main camera, but you probably use it occasionally as just sort of a quick point and shoot if you're out and about and you have no other equipment with you. But what needs to be considered is that a lot of people now, so Joe Blogs on the street who've bought their mobile phone on contract, perhaps doesn't fully understand the true technicalities of the device and what it can do, has picked up their phone and will often use their camera on their phone as their main camera. They don't carry a digital SLR because they don't need it, don't want it, don't understand it. They may have a point and shoot camera, but the 8 megapixel cameras that we're finding on the higher end HTCs now are just as capable as a standard point and shoot. So what does it mean to you as a user, but more specifically I guess, people who don't understand the cameras so much or aren't so into their photography but still want to acquire good photos? And I always use my mum as an example here. My mum loves a good photo, but quite frankly she doesn't understand many things when it comes to cameras because she's not interested in it, but what she is interested in is the result you get. So she has a smartphone and she can take a picture on it. She has a dedicated point and shoot camera, but she doesn't always carry her dedicated point and shoot camera around with her, or a compact camera if you prefer. But she does have a smartphone. Now if you take that scenario and she's got her HTC One X, One V, One S, what she can do is she can go out and take a pretty good picture now on her smartphone thanks to the increased megapixels and better imaging chips that we're now seeing. But HTC have taken this to the next level with ImageSense because what they've done is they've focused on a number of things. So first of all, we've got a better image chip actually within the device. So where it's previously been about megapixels, a true picture isn't made up, or it's not all about megapixels, it's about other elements, so light into a picture. So with a better imaging chip, you now get a better aperture of f2.0, which means more light can come into the image sensor to help capture a better image. They also have an intelligent flash system now, which reads the situation that you're in, determines the distance between the camera and the subject you're taking a picture of, and adjusts the flash accordingly. In the past, there have been pictures that are very dark because the flash isn't bright enough, or they've been overexposed because there's too much flash. But what HTC look to do with ImageSense here is it's intelligently working out the amount of light. It's trying to adjust the flash to give you a better picture at the end of it. It's also designed to autofocus a bit quicker. In fact, very quickly, 0.2 of a second it's supposed to autofocus. Now there might be a few of you that are thinking, gosh, that's very quick and I can't see how it can do it that quickly. It's fair to have those opinions, and I'd be a little bit of the same, but it's a great new feature and a new way of trying to capture images quicker, and for a quick point and shoot, that's sometimes what you actually need. If you're going to set up a dedicated shot, then yes, you may want to take more time to focus it manually, but then you're going to be using a dedicated camera. You've also got continuous shooting modes, which is excellent, so you can get essentially a long burst of pictures, and then because it autofocuses so quickly, at the end of it you can pick out the best one. In fact, it automatically says sort of this is the best one, would you like to keep it, but you can still select others if you choose. You can take a picture within 0.7 seconds from picking up the device and getting to the camera application, so within about a second you can be taking a picture of having picked up your phone, which is good so you don't miss the opportunity. There's also an auto tracking mode, So it can also do burst shots, so if it thinks that you're tracking onto something, it will do a burst shot of 5 images, which is helpful so you don't miss that moment. And I think this is the pièce de résistance of HTC ImageSense. For me personally anyhow, and I think for a lot of other people, when you go to the camera application now, rather than just going into camera or camcorder as you used to do, you're going into one application where it's got one button really. It's the record button. Now there are two. You can record as an image or record as a video, but I'm going to say go for the record video option. The reason being, it records in full 1080p. So you can record that subject. Now think, if you were a mother, or think of your mum, they've got their kid at their sports day event, they want to capture some images, they take a video of the whole thing. Whilst they're taking that video, thanks to ImageSense, you can also take a still picture at the same time. Pretty impressive. So you're actually taking video at 1080p, you press on screen and you take an image at the same time, and you're still recording. It doesn't leave a shutter sound when you're actually taking that picture, but this is where it comes into its own. You could have done all of that recording in 1080p. Don't worry about taking a still photo. Record the subject. At the end, once you've stopped recording, play it back. So you're watching it back on your smartphone now, you think, oh, that would make a great picture. Press the button and it takes a still of that video frame essentially and gives you a still image, a photo. So that's taken a photo from the video footage that you recorded, and I think that's excellent. Now, you may think it's a bit of a gimmick, but for everyday situations, for the majority of people out there on the street, that's absolutely fantastic. You could be recording some live action and you can still get the video as well as a decent still image. You know, you can put that up on your wall, put it in a photo frame, whatever, and I think HTC have gone a long way with that and will have a lot of success. And it also shows now how manufacturers are focusing more on the usability and features of the device rather than just going for massive megapixels. Okay, Nokia have announced their 41 megapixel, and that's excellent, but it's not all about megapixels. It's about interactivity and how the user gets on with it. And with Android being so popular, the 1 series is going to do well anyhow, but then to get those added features through the camera application is a massive bonus. So I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on cameras now on smartphones, and especially HTC ImageSense. So thanks for watching.